Dogecoin has some pretty big news that I just saw, and it has something to do with Solana. Solana is one of the hottest blockchains, and Solana users now kind of have an easy way to transact with Doge on Solana. I'm going to talk about that in this video. And you've also got the Dogecoin price holding up pretty well, even though there was a delay in the ETF decision for Doge. And Elon Musk is doubling down on his love for dogs and dog memes and the Doge. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Let's explore what's going on with Dogecoin right now, this big news, and some of the price action. I want to show you guys a level of support I'm looking at for maybe a potential short to enter a long position on the support. We could see these prices continue to go up from here. We did get a little hiccup in terms of some of the tariff news over the last week, but Bitcoin is holding strong, and so we very well could continue to the upside. Let's look a little bit at it in this video, guys. Welcome back. Tap the like, subscribe, and looking at the market today, you've got Bitcoin strong at 109K despite this tariff news. Granted, it was at about a 111 price, came down to like 107, back to 109, staying strong. So we're kind of, and I put out a poll in my chat on my live stream earlier this week. People are kind of giving Bitcoin a 50-50 shot in my chat in a poll, just kind of seeing what people are thinking out there. About a 50-50 shot, split decision in terms of whether they think Bitcoin could go back to 100K before bouncing and going higher. And so when it comes to Dogecoin, you know, if Bitcoin does dip to 100, you're going to see another dip for Doge. I'm going to talk about a level to that side, but we could easily continue to rally. And I do think that Bitcoin wants to rally. We've seen a tremendous move up. It's already taken a new high, and it could be at that moment where it just wants to explode, which could prove to be very bullish for Doge, which is also up 6.12% over the last 7 days, sitting at a whopping $34 billion market cap, still the largest meme in existence. And to jump right into the Elon Musk part of this video, Doge designer, who is one of the most friendly accounts with Elon Musk out there, came out and gave a quote from Elon just today. I make Dogecoin jokes and stuff because I kind of like Dogecoin because it got the best sense of humor and has dogs and memes. I love all those things. So Elon still likes to support Dogecoin. Here's a nice, this looks like an AI generated image of Elon with a Shiba Inu Doge dog. But he continues to interact with the Doge designer, Dogecoin bulls, and a lot of quotes of him talking about Dogecoin. And this man is in headlines a lot. So that is good press. I think it's good press for Doge. But that's not the biggest deal. One of the biggest things we're looking at out here right now is, you know, Dogecoin's price holding up pretty strong because we just had some ETF delays. All right. Right now, there are Dogecoin ETFs that are submitted to the SEC. And over 70 altcoin ETFs, including XRP, Solana, and Litecoin, they're all stuck in this review process. This is a pro-crypto administration here in the US. Even though there was a delay for these ETFs, that shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. The SEC always uses its full time allocation to finalize these decisions. They push out their decision with the time that they are allotted by the legal system. And this shouldn't be a surprise. And so the price action is holding well for Doge, despite the little dip that we had for Bitcoin on this tariff news, and despite this delay in this Doge ETF. Now, we did have some bullish news, which didn't really cause any kind of pump for Doge, but this is a bullish thing for the future for Dogecoin in this. Besides the pro Elon Musk thing, besides you've got the ETF coming later this year. Now, we saw a certain entity in Hong Kong just develop the first trustless bridge from Dogecoin to Solana. Solana users will now be able to transact with Dogecoin securely, powered by Psi and Wormhole. Very popular. Wormhole's very popular. Tapping into a $3.36 billion asset and its vast community for DeFi, gaming, and more. So this is more availability for the Dogecoin holders, for new Dogecoin buyers to interact with Solana and Dogecoin and buy Dogecoin. Now, Solana is very hot, guys, and to get an interaction between Solana and Dogecoin. For Dogecoin holders, you should be very excited about this news because Solana is very active, and this could get more Solana users to buy Dogecoin and interact with Dogecoin via this bridge. So this is something that is quite bullish right now as well. All that being said, if you take a peek at the price action right now, this is Shiba Inu, but let's look over at Dogecoin. If Bitcoin does want to come back down to 100K, I would not be surprised to see Doge come down another 29 or 30% to take one more dip to bounce off this level. Does this have to happen? No, it does not have to happen. How does that happen? Well, if Bitcoin dominance continues to surge, but Bitcoin stays steady to flat or dips down to 100, you could easily see Dogecoin make one volatile move to the downside, which is presenting maybe a trade opportunity, potentially a little short trade, which actually I did enter a short on Doge with a stop loss set. I am $38 in the profit right now with a stop loss set for a potential $1,000 loss if we come up to some of these other kind of wicks that I was looking at. I don't know if a short is the best move right now, but I've been doing a lot of trading lately, and if you guys want to trade as well, you can sign up using our link down below. If we kind of go a little higher than this for Doge, then I would want to be out of the short because I think that at that point, Doge could have a rally, a very big rally potentially at that, because Bitcoin did just take its previous highs. I trade to both sides of it. I trade short, I trade long. I like to trade the volatility in crypto because there's a lot of it, and there are opportunities to make money to then use that profit that you make to then add to your DCA and HODL portfolio for the long term. If you're here, you're watching a crypto video right now, you probably believe like I do that cryptocurrency is going to get a lot bigger. Now, I am quite bullish on Doge because there is a real conversation going on right now that Bitcoin could achieve the market cap of gold one day. Now, maybe that happens in this bull market, maybe it doesn't. But if Bitcoin achieves the market cap of gold, that is a $1.1 million Bitcoin. That's a 10x for Bitcoin from here. Is that possible? The smartest investors in the world believe that that's possible. And I'm certainly not talking about me. I'm talking about Larry Fink, okay? I'm talking about some of the biggest names in financial history believe that Bitcoin can actually achieve a market cap that gold has achieved. And for Dogecoin being the number one meme coin in this market with an ETF coming, now tapping into the Solana ecosystem with this bridge, that leaves a lot of upside for Dogecoin. There's an ETF that alone could bring huge inflows. But as this total market cap for crypto continues to explode and you see Bitcoin going to these prices, if Bitcoin 10x's, I strongly believe that we would see Dogecoin 10x as well at some point. Because at some point, we are going to see altcoins start to outperform Bitcoin. And historically, Dogecoin has always been one of those coins that likes to do it. If you want to trade, you can sign up for Blowfin using our link down below. I'm bullish on Dogecoin in the midterm and long term, but in the short term, I'm looking at a small little short. Got my stop loss set. I like to set my stop losses probably about 50% of my trades, especially when I'm using higher leverage. Let me know what your strategies are in the comments down below. I'm curious to hear from you guys. Do you like to trade Dogecoin? Actually, it's one of my favorites to trade. I want to hear from you guys down below. I believe the dollar Doge in this market, and I think we could see $2 Doge as well. I'm going to keep content coming for you guys on it because I do like Dogecoin, just like Elon Musk. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, DCA HODL. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. Nothing I said here is financial advice. As always, we'll keep the content coming. See you next one, guys. Peace.